David Strathairn stars in the new film An Interview with God. We're rolling film right now. Hey guys, what's up? It's Russell here at HHWoodReviews. If you guys haven't already, click that subscribe button, the bell notification icon in the corner so you guys don't miss anything. You guys will get notified anytime I drop a new movie review, trailer review, anything new, you guys will get notified, so go ahead and do that. Also, after the video, stick around to like and comment. I just want to thank everybody for their constant support. We're at 334 subscribers at the time of the filming. I just want to thank everybody for their support. We're trying to grow this channel and make it the best channel we possibly can, so I want to thank each and every one of you. Today, I'm going to be reviewing An Interview with God. It is rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 37 minutes. It stars Brenton Thwaites, Yael Grobglas, David Strathairn, and Charlbi Dean Kriek, and is directed by Perry Lang. This was a film that I happened to catch last week. Fathom Events puts on different movies, and this was one of the ones that had a 3-day showing. I read the premise of it, and I kind of was just a little bit intrigued, so it got me thinking, and I was like, you know what, I want to check this movie out. I want to review this film, because I don't think a lot of people probably will end up reviewing it, so I wanted to review this film. We meet Paul, played by Brenton Thwaites at the beginning of the film, and he is a journalist who was serving over at the Afghanistan and pretty much was over there with war. Comes back, he finds his life pretty much falling apart. His marriage is falling apart, and he's just going through a lot of personal strife in his life. His one friend that he communicates to on the phone, you can kind of tell that his friend's having a rough go of things back in America, because they're suffering from PTSD, and he wants to get his friend the help that he knows that his friend needs. So he is at the park the one day and ends up finding a man sitting at a table, and played by David Strathairn, and he agrees to have a series of interviews from Paul, three consecutive days, or 3 days, about a half-hour segment apiece. And right when he's video recording, or not video recording, but he has a recorder that he records the audio for, and he's interviewing him, and he goes, okay, so what is your name? And David Strathairn's character says, I'm God, G-O-D. And he thinks it's a joke for a second, and just kind of like, you know, okay, whatever. But he starts interviewing him, and that's where the film really takes a turn. It really gets, like, serious. So he's starting to ask questions about faith and just about things in general, like why do bad things happen to good people, and if you're God, like just different ways for him to prove himself. So throughout the whole entire film, you're seeing Paul's character interviewing David Strathairn's character, pretty much just to get answers to life, while he's still juggling things going on in his personal life. Like I said, we see his marriage on the downward spiral of things, and we also see that Paul's character is going to do harm to himself, and that is why there is this intersection with God. David Strathairn's character is because now is the time that Paul pretty much needs saved, and this is the opportunity for that to happen, to occur, while being able to be interviewing a man by the name of God. So he finds out that David Strathairn's character was an actual Iraqi war vet who was killed 12 years prior. And that was a thing where really, like, you had goosebumps on your arms, just because of the fact that, like I said, this movie was a different, thought-provoking film. A lot of these faith-based films really beat you over the head with Christianity, really want you to, worship and just, do different things that may be out of your comfort zone. And this movie was more theological, more rational in reasoning, and I think that's why this film hit me more than the other films, was just because of the fact that this was natural. This wasn't a film that said, you have to do this, you have to do that, or do this or that. This movie was just, it's like it was almost like a aerial view, a bird's eye view of things, and that's how the movie unfolded before you. Like I said, Fathom Events only showed this for 3 consecutive days. It was a 3-day run at the theater, and then that was it. But I felt like I just needed to talk about this film, just because when I watched this film, it was just nice to see the theology of things. It was nice just to kind of have an in-depth, serious talk you know what I mean, to reevaluate, you know, your life, just to see the character's life and stuff like that, and see if there's like things that you can relate to. And I think that's the big take home for this film. Overall, I gave this movie 3 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy the film. It was really engaging. The hour and a half goes by pretty quick. There is a Q&A after the film that I didn't stay for, and I think it was an extra 25 minutes, and I just really just wanted to, you know, go home at that point. But the movie was engaging. It really makes you start to think of things. It really gets you, you know, questioning things. And I think that's the whole idea of a film, is to really, you know, is a film, when you leave it, to start talking about it, to have a conversation. And that's the beauty of film. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised with this. I know a lot of faith-based films really hit you over the head with religion, but I don't feel like this one does. This one is more of just a man interviewing God and just asking questions that we all ask, that we all struggle to find rationale in, to find answer in, to find logic in. And I think that's why this film was just such a better way of approaching faith-based films. So overall, like I said, 3 out of 5. If you have a chance to see this film, the last faith-based film that I really enjoyed was The Case for Christ. If you have that, like you can find that on Netflix or anything like that, check that film out. That's not a bad film either. But like I said, An Interview with God was a pleasant surprise, and I enjoyed it. I really was asking questions, and that's the whole basis of this film. And it was really nice. I thought David Strathairn did a great job portraying God, and just his demeanor the whole entire time just was, you know, very serious, and it was just very nice to see him step out of his comfort zone to something different, and I appreciated it. And like I said, overall the film was actually really enjoyable. More importantly, I want to know, have you guys seen An Interview with God? Did you guys attend the 3-day Fathom event showing at all? Go ahead and sound off there in the comments. I want to know, did you guys see the film? Did you guys enjoy the film or not? What is your favorite faith-based film? I want to know. Sound off there in the comments. Join me next time at House Hollywood Reviews when I bring you the new film AXL. And until then, we'll see you guys in Hollywood.